Happy day 13 of our self-love experimental journey. How are you enjoying it? Are you carving out some time for yourself? Today is a peaceful one because I wanted to talk about carving out time for silence and to just be with all that is, whether it's good, bad, neutral. That's what we're talking about today. I like to make it a habit, usually on Mondays when I have a little pocket of free time, to just take space to breathe and to be really quiet and to have a question on my heart and to be in prayer, to wait for the response and see what that's like. And it's not necessarily that I'm talking about meditation, because there's time and space for that too, but just allowing the everyday to be magical, just by creating that extra space to see what wants to come through, what answers, what insights, what energy needs to move. And today I wanted to talk about that because all of us are busy. I know I have a really big to-do list this week, and it's so important to just carve out a little bit of time for the mystery. 13 is a fun number. I love 13 because it represents the 13 grandmothers and the 13 moon cycles. And we're coming off of this beautiful Leo full moon. And I don't know how your weekend was, if you felt it, but this moon has been rejuvenating and also can be exhausting. And I love to take the time around the full moons for quiet contemplation and to create that void of mystery. Now, I have themes in my Facebook group, Healing Soul Wounds with Ancient Shamanic Tools, where we talk about different weekly live stream topics on my Witchy Wisdom Wednesday, where I do free trainings inside my group. And we are talking this week about how sacred the void is, to hold that space open, to clear open the space, to bring in what it is that you're calling in, and to not always fill your time with busyness, but to open up that space to just be still with the sacredness of silence, to see what comes through in that space, because it truly is very magical if we create and allow that space. And then we can talk about decluttering life. We could talk about decluttering your desk, or decluttering your wallet, or decluttering your bedroom. But when you open up that space, it creates this portal for something new to come in. So I like to make it a practice, usually early on Mondays, to just be quiet and to just be with self and to be with a soul song or something that's true for me in that moment, but to create that extra space that's not filled with busyness, not filled with doing, but just being. So do you make space for yourself? Are you good at that? I know some people who get really uncomfortable just being with themselves and not having something to do. So what about you? Are you one of those people? Do you fill all your time, or do you like aloneness and sacred silence and holding open that void for blessings and messages and insights to come through? Why don't you give it a try today and let me know how it goes? And if you're interested in learning more about the sacred void, we're going to be talking about that over in my free Facebook group, where we do weekly trainings. I go live every Wednesday and we'll be talking about just that. So if it resonates, come on over to the community and we'll talk more about that. But I just wanted to challenge you to just be and not feel like you have to do, right? We're not doings, we're beings. So what is that sacred nugget of truth or light that you find when you just make space and time to be? This is the question for today. So if you have an answer to that question, I'd love to hear how that resonates with you. If you make that time, if you avoid making that time, if you love making that time, if you've had miracles come in making that time. And I look forward to reading your comments and just really supporting you in your self-care practices, whatever they look like, knowing that you don't have to get a million things done to be worthy and of love. And what is it like? What are the blessings that are with you, with you, from just being? Fun questions to ponder. I'd love to hear your answers. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 14.